self-awareness is knowing what you really want, knowing what really makes you happy, knowing what really makes you angry, knowing what you really need to work on, knowing what you're not the greatest on. That's what self-awareness is. It's now. That ain't got nothing to do with fixing it. Right? People can be toxic and destructive, all that, and be self-aware. That don't mean nothing. That don't make you... That's the first step. Cool. But you can be self-aware all you want. If you don't do nothing about it, that's just... You just know you toxic and you know it. You whatever and you know it. You know that you are this. You just maybe don't necessarily care to fix it, or maybe don't know how. Some people don't know how to fix it. Never thought about fixing it. Don't know anybody else who's ever done anything like fix it. So self-awareness, and that's key. We gotta have self-awareness. What do I need to work on? I talked about on this podcast before. I've been accused of being controlling, and when I first heard it, I'm like, huh? Because the way that I identify controlling, I'm nothing like that. I know I'm nothing like that the way I identify it. But when I take a step back and look at it, I mean, it's a lot of new stuff that I don't try at just places that I don't go because I'm not in control of the situation. So I'm like, oh, look. That is a little controlling. If you always want to be in control of the situation, like I've since changed, but I mean, I wasn't necessarily the most fond of traveling abroad, especially in a country where English wasn't the first or second language spoken. I don't like feeling uncomfortable in places like, but I'm paranoid. I mean, why would they be plotting on me in the Netherlands, right? But like, but because of stuff like that, somebody said something and I couldn't see it from there, but to step back and be conscious, to have a conscious knowledge of my own character. My character is I do like to be in control of situations. Now I ain't not controlling like, no, my girl can't go out, my girl can't do this, because that's how I'm thinking about it. But that ain't all of the realms of being controlling. So I took a step back, and with self-awareness, I realized, you know what? I may have some control issues, some issues with being controlling, of wanting to be in control. I talk a lot, so I probably try to control conversations. So that being said, I noticed that and I try to make some changes to it. But self-awareness, everything, man. So I just encourage everybody to, and I ain't saying that I'm the dopest at it. I'm self-awareness king. But I do encourage everybody to try to be more self-aware.